Hey, how's everybody doing? Good morning, everybody. This is being a long one, possibly. I ain't done something like this in a while. This is one of those. There's a lot of '90s boom comics, easy to get cheap that I've never read, and a lot of people haven't read. A lot of this shit was bought, bagged, boarded, and nobody talks about the shit. And I recently, I think it's last year. Matter of fact, if you look, it's probably you'll look through my past videos. It's probably the most watched comic haul once last it was 2020. I can't remember exactly what month it was. I got a huge box of comics friend of mine found for me at I want to say it's a thrift store, flea market, whatever, and gave it to me, and I ended up with this huge 20, 30 issues of Punisher, the three different series, mostly Warzone, a little bit of War Journal, a little bit of the regular, a couple of annuals. So I put them in publication order. I sat down, took the whole stack, and I've kept them by my chair in the living room or bathroom. I keep a little stack, and I'll sit there and read through them. And this story is actually really good. Now, this is, so let's say October says October 93, so that's probably August this came out. Like the cover, Hoang Nguyen has a Punisher's past finally caught up to him. Very, Liefeld, kind of Jay Lee, Liefeld mixed together, inspired here. Images already going. What it is in the story is advertising for Christmas. Is Punisher? Somebody from Punisher's past shows up, and he's gonna have to deal with somebody he knew when he was in Nam. But only complaint about the art in all the issues. There's 3 issues to was how they do his nose. Certain angle is just looks like a black hole. He shows up, he shoots up this drug den. And what blows, okay, the other thing, look at the art. The art is really, what other thing surprised me was this is Comics Code approved. Yeah. Violence out the ass. So there's the nose again. Jay Lee and Rob Liefeld had a kid, and they did the Punisher story. And it's oh, I'm sorry, I meant to say who was. Larry Hammer's a scripter. Hoang Nguyen is the art. Coloring is Tinsley/Moran. Lettering is John Workman. Editor's Don Daly. Editor-in-chief Tom Falco. And he has this flashback to when something happened in Nam and he almost died. And it's this guy here, DX. Dennis Xavier Hanrahan. And he just goes by DX. And dude is just fucking insane. And what it is he's come back to fuck with Punisher. And this is the thing about Punisher with me is I love the Punisher character. But honestly, with these runs, because he had 3 solo series. In '93, Punisher had 3 solo series. This is issue 20 of Warzone. It's the newest of them. Because it was it 88, 89, 90, somewhere in there, when War Journal, which was the one in the middle. Punisher, the Punisher was the first Punisher solo series. Monthly. And by the time this was coming out, that thing was in the 60s. And War Journal was in the 30s, 40s maybe. Hell, they had Punisher Armory where they put out every few months just a book with drawings of his guns and equipment it sold. Well, it lasted at least 9 issues. I got issue 9 in the stack somewhere. Oh, I love this. Pizza Hut! Pizza with all the extras. X-Men, you get the cups and the comics and the pizza boxes. Original art by Joe Matarina, Phil Winslade, Lee Weeks, Dwayne Turner, Richard Bennett, Chris Bacalo, and Andy Kubert. Okay, not bad. Not a bad little lineup. I love this page. Captain America versus No Man. And they got the detonation cord around their necks. That's what makes Punisher realize it's DX. Add on the back for X-Men, Spider-Man X-Men, a game I never played on the Genesis. I don't know why. So I read that, I was like, oh, that was actually pretty cool. Remember I was at the island I'm at right now. Read these 2, one late night. I ended up having dinner at midnight because my sleep schedule that day. And I was in here cooking dinner and eating dinner, and I was reading the Punisher Warzone. It's issue 21. Same. This is the cover that caught my eye on the staff. After texting about Mark Texeira, look at that. It does look like Texeira and Jay Lee and Jim and Rob Liefeld, and same creative team. And Punisher's coming out of that. And this is the crazy mafia woman that's involved in this shit. Well, Punisher knocks her ass down. That's code approved, and shows you the X-Men cartoon was coming out and had been out long enough. 93. Oh, they're in the second. the first half, the rest of the first season was airing. Because how many people out there remember, the X-Men cartoon, you got the two part premiere, like 2 Saturdays in a row, then nothing officially until like January, February. That year, Thanksgiving Day, the local Fox affiliates aired the 3rd episode. X-Men, Marvel's one you got there. Oh, the Charleston Chew Sugar Daddy, Sugar Babies free comics. Everybody ever worked with everybody. And so he's flashing back to when he was a Nam when DX saved his life. They're just telling everybody to get back. And then he remembers how before his kids died, his wife died, DX comes to visit. It's Halloween night, so he's letting him in. And he gets pissed off. He's kind of, doesn't really want him there, you can tell. But he gets pissed off when DX here is showing him his dog tag. He's got a fucking ear on, so Punisher just like knocks the shit out of him. Then he ends up doing a postcard from DX saying that he's in Madripoor, which is basically Asian island of unknown area. I remember it's like what country is it? It's like, is it off Korea? It's a Marvel Universe, and it's where the Wolverine Solo series was for a while. You got Punisher coming in. Oh god, the Bram Stoker Dracula game. It ain't amazing comics, but it's a lot better than any. Because I read like 2 or 3 issues of was it The Punisher? One was an annual, and one was like a war journal issue. And it's like it was not as good as the art wasn't as good. The story is not bad. It really did not need to be 3 issues to be honest. It could have been 2 easy, but look, you're getting these huge ass petals. And there's the woman. It comes down to Punisher saving somebody. Let me get the final issue. Look at Mortal Kombat, Mortal Monday. I had the Genesis version. Let me get the last one. This is the one I just finished yesterday. This orange cover. Look at that. Man, take all that shit off of it and just have it finished. I'd love that as like a fucking shirt or something. Taking Tiger Mountain. Now this one's Hoang Nguyen on the art and Han Nguyen on the assist. Kevin Tinsley, the colors. So the inks might be both the Nguyens doing the inks. And it's basically Punisher coming and working with the Metadrip some general to take out fucking DX. There's Tiger from the Ring series. I love this. Okay, check this out. Okay. Dragon Strike the game. This is the VHS board game from D&D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages of ads all in a row. How the fucking much did TSR pay to do that? Because back then it was TSR was for Wizards of the Coast bought them. That's a pile of money. The Punisher's going to get guns and shit, and people were trying to fuck with him. This guy was like meth pipe or whatever. It's probably supposed to be opium, but nowadays you think meth. Shows him on the helicopter. This big, explosive, stupid action. This is something that I would have liked to have seen them done. The Punisher TV show on Netflix to last longer. Or you know what I really want? I want them to just take these stories and some of the better Garth Ennis ones and all that and just make a big, goofy, fun Punisher animated series. That would be a blast to watch. I love that image of him right there. And so that's what I was going to say about Punisher. I got started. I never read, the original Punisher series, the miniseries that came out before I read those. I think I had a trade. I read, all his appearances before, then either through reprints or find them for the people, But when he got his own solo series, I read first couple of issues, and I just kind of dropped it. War Journal, pretty much everybody did. The Jim Lee, Punisher Wolverine, and one because it was Jim Lee, so it was fucking Punisher Wolverine. So I read, I didn't give a fuck on the art on that one. And Warzone, I somehow ended up with a copy of the first couple of issues, and I don't know how. When Punisher solo series, I didn't start reading any of that shit till Ennis took over. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, he thinks he's still Punisher. Okay, he's on top of all this ammunition, and Punisher makes him think he threw down the explosives. They fight each other. Punisher gets knocked on and goes, "Ha ha, you stupid shit. That's a aluminum covered asbestos fire suit. I figured the general was going to blow us both up." So the general's dropping these fucking fuel tanks that are filled with napalm on this shit. And Punisher puts on this big ass suit and he's like, he kicks this woman down. And her rope stops her from hitting. And he comes down. And look at that, that's just a face. Oh man, that face. And he's coming out and he's just going to leave her there. And that's it. This story's over. And that's the thing, it's only 3 issues, so they would not do a trade of this, even though I wish they would. I mean, how many people would buy? Well, fuck, they made a trade of Dakota North. Which blew my mind. The fucking Dakota North. There was 5 issues of that, plus appearances and a few other titles. You know, they didn't print all of them, but those covers are just so wicked. Alright, well, I'm out, everybody. Hope y'all enjoyed that, man. If you did, give me that thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.